morning. I am Dr. Sundareshan. Yes, Associate Professor, Department of Physics, Vijaya College, Basangudi, Bangalore 4. Today we are going to discuss the special theory of relativity. Special theory of relativity. There are two postulates on special theory of relativity. The first postulate is the principle of relativity. It said that the law of physics are the same in all inertial frame. You know what is called inertial frame? Inertial frame is the frame in which the velocity remains constant. Either it is rest or in a constant or uniform motion where all equations of physics are valid. Such frames are called inertial frame. In other words, physics laws are invariant. Therefore, the law of physics are same in all inertial frame or physics laws are invariant. That is the first principle. The second principle is that principle of constancy of the speed of light. That means the speed of light, that is the principle of constancy of the speed of light. The velocity of, that means the speed of light in free space has the same values, that is in all inertial frame. In any inertial frame you take it, the velocity of light in free space is same. These two postulates. Now, based on these two laws, we are going to get the Lorentz transformation equation. These are the transformation equation obtained directly from these two postulates. Now, last class, in the previous class we have discussed, this is the fixed frame, this is a moving frame, it moves with a constant velocity, and O is the observer at a stationary frame, O dash is the observer in the moving frame. Some event happens here and the coordinate in the moving frame is x dash. The same event as you measure from the fixed coordinate is x, and we know the relation. We have got the relation already at the Galilean transformation, that x dash is equal to, that means x dash in terms of x is given by, we have derived this, that is equal to x minus vt, and y prime is equal to y, z prime is equal to z, and t prime is equal to t. This is a Galilean transformation. This is a Galilean transformation equation we have got. Now, here, for Lorentz transformation is applicable, which is moving with a very higher velocity, and it is the simplest form. That is same way. I am going to write that the transformation equation x dash equal x prime is equal to x minus vt, and some factor gamma is introduced here, where this gamma is a constant proportionality. This is also called Lorentz coefficient, and the gamma is not depends on the space coordinate and time coordinate, and the gamma depends on only the velocity of the moving frame. Okay, see, it is a linear form, right? This there is a one correspondence between moving frame and the stationary frame, and these equations are simple and solution can be easily explored. And if the velocity is less than the velocity of light, then the Galilean transformation gamma can be reduced to 1, so that this Lorentz transformation can be transformed to Galilean transformation equation. Now, according to the postulate 1, the special theory of relativity said that equation of physics must be same in both the frame. Therefore, the transformation equation, this is transformation equation x prime in terms of x, and the transformation equation for x in terms of x prime, it is in the form of this. Here, wherever x you write x prime, wherever plus v you write minus v, change the sign, and t are not same as it in the case of Galilean transformation. Here t prime is not same as t. Okay, and also we assume the gamma dash equal to gamma for Lorentz transformation. From this assumption, first I am going to get the relation between the t prime and t from these two equations. Okay. Therefore, just I write x is equal to, gamma prime and gamma are same, gamma, and substitute this x prime here, that is gamma x minus vt plus vt prime. Then x is equal to gamma square x minus vt plus gamma vt prime. Then you send this side, gamma vt prime is equal to x minus gamma square x minus vt is equal to x minus gamma square x plus gamma square vt. Here take the common factor, 1 minus gamma square plus gamma square vt, divide throughout by gamma v. You will get the expression for t prime, that is x1 minus gamma square by gamma v, plus here gamma square v t by gamma v get cancelled, v get cancelled. Therefore, t prime is equal to gamma t plus x 1 minus gamma square by gamma v. I got this three equation 1, 2, 3 I got it. Now apply the second postulate. When t is equal to 0, the origin of two frames, that is S and S prime, coincide. That time t dash also equal to 0. Okay. So let a flash of light be turned on, just on, at the time t is equal to 0. When both are the common origin, just use turn on the light. A spherical wave spread out, and the observer in each system proceed to measure the speed of light, with which the pulse of light spread out from it. Both the observer must find the speed of light remains same for them, and for the frame S, velocity is equal to distance by time. Therefore, x is equal to ct. Similarly, for the observer in the moving frame, velocity is equal to x dash by t. Therefore, x prime is equal to ct. Right? Squaring both sides, you bring this side, x square minus c square t square equal to 0. Here also I am doing the same thing, x prime square minus, this is c c t prime c square t prime whole square equal to 0. Therefore, I am going to equate both. That is, I will do in the next page. Here, x square minus c square t square is equal to equate it x prime whole square minus c square t prime whole square. Now, you substitute x prime. Okay, just I am substituting x prime. What is x prime? X square minus c square t square is equal to x prime is equal to gamma x minus vt the whole square minus c square. Again t prime I am substituting. This t prime I am substituting here. That is gamma t plus 1 minus gamma x whole square. Then you have to expand it. Here I am expanding it. Minus c square. This is a plus p the whole square. A plus b whole square. First number square plus second number square plus 2 into first number and second number. That is gamma square t square plus 1 minus gamma square x square gamma square v square first number square plus second number square 2 into first and second number. Now here also you expand this gamma square a minus b whole square x square plus v square t square minus 2x vt minus c square gamma square t square and so on. Now I am equating the coefficient of t square here, both sides. Coefficient of t square here. What is the coefficient of t square? Minus c square. Here coefficient of t square gamma v square, and here coefficient of t square minus c square gamma square. Here only t is there. Here there is no t at all. Therefore, equating the coefficient of t square on both the sides, you will get minus c square is equal to gamma square v square minus c square gamma square. Divide throughout by minus c square is equal to gamma square, take common factor, minus v square plus, just you write here, c square is equal to gamma square v square minus c square. Therefore, divide by c square and changing the sign. Therefore, 1 is equal to gamma square 1 minus v square by c square. Change the sign and do it. Therefore, gamma is equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. You have evaluated the Lorentz coefficient. Now, you substitute this in the transformation equation, that is x prime is equal to gamma x minus vt, or you can write x prime is equal to x minus vt by square root of 1 minus v square by c square, and there is no change in this the y prime and y and z prime to z. Now the same gamma you substitute for t. This gamma you have to substitute for t prime. You know this relation. We got the relation, that is t prime is equal to gamma t plus x 1 minus gamma square by gamma v. This gamma you substitute here, that is gamma is equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus v square by a square t plus x 1 minus gamma square is equal to what? 1 minus v square by a square divided by gamma again 1 v by square root of 1 minus v square. After substituting, you will get t prime is equal to t minus vx and c square divided by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. The simplification, you need not show all that. By substituting the value of gamma in this expression, we get this t prime is equal to 1 minus vx by c square by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. This is Lorentz transformation equation, and the inverse Lorentz transformation equation. Only you have to change the sign, and wherever the prime, here t you change the t prime, wherever x prime you change to x and change the sign. Therefore, inverse transformation, inverse Lorentz transformation equation we get like this. See, x prime plus v t prime, then y is equal to y prime, z is equal to z prime, and t is equal to t prime. Sorry, this is t prime plus vx prime by c square and this transformation equation reduces to Galilean transformation if velocity is what? Less than c. So that we can write in the form. See, you need not write all this directly. You can write gamma like this also you can write. Okay. The next class I will tell you the proper time, proper length, rest mass, relative mass, and all that, length contractions and time dilations and simultaneity. All these things we'll discuss in the next class.